Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me again for another wonderful, this is a book review on Johnny Cerrucci's Romans of Mass Destruction, Volume 1. I'm not going to take that again. We don't go by teleprompter. We don't rehearse things. We do everything off the cuff. I mean, I admit, I have a few notes written down. That's about it. But I highly recommend this book, Romans of Mass Destruction. If you don't got this book, you need to have this book because I tell you, it's a must read. Everyone. Let's see what I got down here. I said, in this volume set, author Johnny Cerrucci covers from 54 AD to 1680 AD, including the true story of Bluebeard, Vlad the Impaler, also known as Dracula. And I tell you what, he was more gruesome than what Bram Stoker's portrayed him as. Each chapter is a book in itself. I'll show you that in a minute. Johnny goes even deeper with over 600 citations from reliable sources. Here's what our others are saying. Let me read a few of these from what people have said. Let's see, from Vlad the Impaler to Black Magician, a serial killer, Gal D. Reyes to sex trafficker, Jeffrey Epstein. Johnny Cerrucci connects the legions of heresies and horrors committed by the adherents to the Catholic Church in his book, Romans of Mass Destruction. As with his other books, Romans of Mass Destruction contains substantial amounts of references, historical knowledge, addressing such subjects as the foundation of Islam to the Templar Knights, to the Catholic Secret Society Opus Dei. If you want to see the profound impact to the Catholic Church and its doctrines have had upon many of these human monsters of history, read Romans of Mass Destruction. That's William Ramsey, attorney, author, researcher, and host of the William Ramsey Investigated podcast. The moment you realize the elite politics like George Bush and Barack Obama, and even Hollywood celebrities like Brad Pitt and Tom Hanks are all related to psychopath Vlad the Impaler, otherwise known as Dracula, you know you have to reassess how the world works. Johnny Cerrucci lays it out in clear fashion, and you won't believe where all the roads lead. Freeman Fly, host of Freeman Perspective Podcast, freemantv.com. Those are just only a couple of people who recommend this book as well. I was shocked. A lot of the stuff in here, I thought, I've read Eaters of Children, and I've read, I'm working on Illuminati Unmasked. Chapter 8 will be coming out. The documentary on that will be out shortly. I'll be working on it sometime next week. That will be out soon. I'm planning on finishing the whole book. I'm almost halfway there. So we're going to finish. Johnny and I, as agreed, he's going to finish it up. He did stop when they stopped posting his readings online. So we're going to push on through. And I tell you, the people in here, and they're all Roman Catholics or Jesuits or priests. There was mention of Degal. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. I want to go to him for a second. He's like one of the first chapters here in the book. Giles de Reyes, otherwise known as Bluebeard. Now, through all the fictional writings you hear about Bluebeard is that he stalked women or he married women and killed them or whatever. Come to find out, he should have been in Eaters of Children because he was after little boys, kind of like Jeffrey Dahmer. Wonder what inspired Jeffrey Dahmer. Also, Vlad the Impaler. There's movies and stuff out there. They just don't do him justice because he was a very sick individual. So was his descendants, his son and grandson, and all them were just murderous. As you can see in this film clip here, I'm going to show you that this man had no compassion whatsoever. He had such a hatred for humanity. We hear about the martyrs in here and how not the Hussites, I almost said Hussites, but there were a group just like the Hussites in here, group, and right now the name escapes me. But they were severely tortured. There was a queen in here. After they slaughtered all the Christians, and I'll show you a better picture. We'll put a better picture up here. I could find her picture in here. Well, this is one picture of her right here. She's also right there in the book cover. As a matter of fact, it's probably the same picture. Who knows? But we read about the Medicis. Oh, many others in here. This book is so, literally one of these chapters. Chapter 6, Bloody Catherine. Okay, Lucretia Borgia. See, there was the Medicis, the Borgia, the Avrobandini. I'm not Italian, so I'm not good with those words. I butcher them so much. But you will see that each chapter, I kid you not, they're a book in itself. Some chapters are this thick, right here, are this thick. She was this awful queen, if I can find her picture, Catherine de Medici. Bloody Catherine. You heard of Bloody Mary. Catherine was just as bad, even worse. I think she was the one who went out and surveyed the carnage. Here's another one of those pictures from Vlad the Impaler. And I forgot, due to violent scenes, viewer discretion is advised. There was even a coin printed for the Pope showing the slaughter of the Christians. Oh yeah, the Catholic Church was such a wonderful, such charitable. They have orphanages and hospitals, and they're pro-life. They're all this. No. Anywhere from 70,000 to 100,000 French Christians were thus slaughtered, and it gave the Catholics in Paris and Rome no little glee. My friend, there it is right there. You'll see a bigger picture of that. Look at all the bodies. And she just smugly looks at them. These were sick people, just like today. Just like today. Nothing new under the sun. I bet you would get kicked out of public school for one of these. This should be a textbook in every school. Secret History, Romans and Mass Destruction, Volume 1. And I'm hoping you'll be working on Volume 2 very soon, because these are important books. And I'm not just lifting up the author, it's what's contained in here. It's what's contained to. As I mentioned in my last video on the Sabbath, we have been lied to. All this history in this book have been erased, eliminated, taken out of our books. Yeah, there's modern day book burnings. I'm surprised Johnny is able to keep this on Amazon.com for so long, because the truth's in here. The whore of Babylon does not like. So I just scratched the surface on this book. I highly recommend it. Should be in every home. If you're a homeschooler, this is the history book you need to get, among others. So get you a copy of Romans and Mass Destruction, Volume 1 by Johnny Cerrucci.